it's like one big battle usually.
You're the main protagonist. That's a weird way.
No, I'm saying like you're like the if you die, the game's over with. But you have people below you that they died. It's whatever. Like you could lose your entire army, right?
What do you mean if you die? What does that mean?
I'm saying like if you end up dying, if you end up getting hit, right, and dying.
What's you? What do you mean? What does that mean?
What do you mean? What does it mean? How fucking dumb do you have to be to understand if you die, then your character dies, then you've lost the battle.
What?
That sounds like the campaign.
No.
Oh, hold on. Let's say, okay, let me ask you this, Dio. It's real simple. Let's say I get online right now and I play a game of Warcraft 3 against another human being. How do I win the game? What is like, what conditions are met and then I win?
You just have to overwhelm the other the other player, because you all have like different so you may have like your guys who like mine gold, and then you have like your people and horses and like your knights or whatever. You have different categories for each one, right? And then the goal is to knock out all the other person's characters.
It's not how you win the game.
What are you talking? Wait, how do you win the game then?
You have to destroy all their buildings.
You have to destroy the
Oh
one
yeah,
building,
you're right. You do have to destroy
their home base, like all their headquarters.
You're right. You do.
Will someone mute?
So which is why I didn't understand. Like, if you die, then you lose the game. I don't know what you mean.
No, you're right. No, I'm getting two things. Two different.
Ludic, your mic.
I'm
getting two guys. Do we have no mods here?
I'm getting two games confused right now.
Yo, you're a mod, aren't you? No, never mind.
Am I a mod?
No, never mind. I don't
Someone
think you are.
please mute Ludic. Anyone?
I don't have mods.
And okay.
Look, I'm not lying, right? Like I just don't. It's been so fucking long. I can actually show you the CD. I have it somewhere.
Like weird. Like presumably, if you're one of the
Yeah,
best, you would have destroyed
Dude,
their.
can you
their home
remember
base
like
a
everything
number
about a
of
game you
times.
played? Can you remember? You're 28, right? Can you remember everything about a game that you played when you were 8?
If I was one of the best at that game, I could probably
I didn't
remember.
say I was one. Well, I was really good at it when I played it.
Yeah,
It's not
ask
really a
about
matter of
Yoshi's
like
Island.
remembering
I
every
was
single
pretty
thing.
good, and
I mean, you
wasn't
don't even
good at
know what
StarCraft
it takes
2,
to
but I
win the
was
game.
pretty good
Right,
at
like,
StarCraft 2.
I
And
was
can't
really
remember
really good at
anything
Halo
about
2.
StarCraft 2.
Go ahead and quiz me on Halo 2. Something
And
basic on
I
Halo
can't
2.
remember anything about StarCraft 2. Well, I don't know when's the last time we played Halo 2. Did
The
they
last
do a
time I
remake?
played Halo 2 was at least 15 years ago. Like 10 to 15
Did
years
they
ago.
do a remake?
Look, Dio. I don't have a Super Nintendo. Ask me about Yoshi's Island.
Yeah, yours. But I have selected memory for some games that I played as well, so it's not fair.
Selective memory.
Like I could tell you, let's see, what's a game that I could
it's
tell you
just-
stuff about like Zelda, right?
It's just if you were really good or one of the best of something, you would presumably remember like something very
Well,
basic
you're
about the game.
presuming-
Dio, ask me about Phantom Hourglass or
Oh,
Spirit
you're just gonna
Tracks.
remember like the ones that were selected, remembered, whatever.
Dio, ask me
No.
about Leisure Suit Larry.
Wait, Dio. Dio,
What was
how long
the
ago?
full title of
Yeah.
Leisure Suit Larry?
Dio, how long ago was this?
It's like 2000. It was when it first came out. It was because I bought my I built my computer in order to play it. It was like 2002, 2001 when it came out. So I think it was
Yes.
came out in 2002.
This was 17 years ago. Jesus.
Yeah, that's a
Cut
long
them
time
some
ago.
slack.
What's that? Yeah, I know.
I said they should cut you some slack. It was 17 fucking years ago.
Right, but the
Yeah, but-
claim wasn't I was good at the game.
Ask me
right?
about Craft Dinner.
Right, the claim was that
pretty
he
good.
was
I won
one of the
a
top
lot more
players.
I won a lot more than I lost. Let's just put it that way.
I mean,
If you
it's
bought
like
the game in 2002 and it's 2018.
Dio, what's an orc?
He's probably played for more than a year. He's
I
probably
mean, Mark's
played
just
for
isn't that more to do with the World of Warcraft?
can you name a few of the races in World of Warcraft outside of human and orc?
I played Actually, I played World of Warcraft like 3 years ago. I still couldn't remember all the races. I do remember orcs. Isn't there like also an elf class?
Yeah, there's night elves, yeah.
And there's humans, right?
Yeah, I said outside of orcs.
Oh, I don't remember. And I actually played WoW actually less than like 3 or 4 years ago, and I can't remember.
Wait, are we
either.
talking about World of Warcraft or Warcraft?
No, we're originally talking about Warcraft 3, but I played WoW like 3 years ago.
The expansion.
I played the expansion, yeah.
What's it called?
I don't even remember.
Nigga.
Frozen Throne. I played it. I knew that one. I got in trouble with my parents for staying up past midnight playing that game like all the time.
I dropped out of college just so I could play Star Wars Jedi Knight. It had that really cool like you had like a lightsaber and you could do like these really really cool attacks.
What do you mean you dropped out of
college? Do you guys know? Do you guys know which one I'm talking about?
Wait, what do you mean you dropped?
I don't think it was No, it wasn't Jedi Knight Academy. It was the
Knights
blue
of the
one.
Old
It
Republic.
had a black and blue.
What do you mean you dropped out of college?
I dropped out for a semester just so I could play it. Let's see. Because all I did was stay home and play Jedi Knight. Let's see.
Wait, hold on. You said that you graduated. Wait, you graduated in 5 years, right?
Yeah, I graduated in 2006, I think.
You graduated in 5 years, though, right?
Yeah.
I thought you said you graduated in 5 years because that's the normal time it took.
Well, yeah, but I went to summer school. Let's see. Let's say it. Yeah, this is the one right here. I think this is it. Man, this one was so fucking good. I think this is it. It's Jedi Knight 2, Jedi Outcast. What year
I
did
might
it?
not have gone to any fancy university.
What year did that come out in?
Is
Did it
there
come
a
out-
summer school in college since when?
Yeah.
Wait, what?
I don't remember that.
Yeah, it's like 6 weeks.
Yeah, there are summer classes. What the fuck are you talking about?
That's so stupid. Yeah, that came out. Jedi Knight came out. Yeah, like I said, 2002. I couldn't tell you anything about that fucking game, but I used to play that game. And I dropped out of college for an entire semester to play it.
You dropped out of college for a semester to play a damn video game?
Yeah, but I really like this game a lot. I was doing bad in my courses anyway, so.
Were you good at it?
I was really good.
One of
I
the
go-
best, would you say? Did
What's that?
you say one of the best?
I don't know. Let's just put I won more than I lost when I played it. Just ask Lila how she views me as a I will openly admit that she's better at Dark Souls than I am, but I'm better at Bloodborne than she is. But ask her how I am as a how she would rank me as a player in Dark Souls. She's not gonna say terrible, I guarantee you. So he's pretty good. And I'm a lot better at Bloodborne than I am at Dark Souls.
Do you think she would place you above the average in Dark?
I'll be like average, slightly above average.
But you think you would be placed above average? Dark
Mhm.
Souls?
Yeah, a lot of people are really terrible at Dark Souls. It's like a high. It's really a high IQ game. It's not so much because of the strategy aspect of it. I mean, though you do need strategy, it's more to do with there's so much material in the game, and like trying to put the story together, and you have all these side quests, and you can't do certain things until like the perfect moment. So you have to like just remember, and there's like hundreds of weapons, hundreds of spells and sorceries, and I mean pyromancy, and miracles. There's just so much. But I'm like over a half completed Dark Souls 1, and I've only been playing it for like a week and a half.
That sounds kind of bad.
It's really good. No, I will be done unless the average number of hours it takes for somebody to be a completionist in that game is like 121 hours, and I'll have that game done less than 100 hours.
Yeah, I mean,
I'll have that done. I'll have that done. I'll have the game completed in 80 hours, and the average is 100. And that's a completionist, first time playing.
Haven't you beat the game and now you're talking about the remastered?
I know. I played a little bit Dark Souls 1. No, this is pretty much a new game. I beat like the first boss, and that was it. Yeah, I think Dark Souls 1 is considered to be like the hardest out of the entire Soul series and Bloodborne series.
Yeah,
So to have it completed in like less than like 80 hours or 90 hours, and the average for a completionist is 120 something hours.
how do you know that the average is getting that from someone?
Yeah, I looked it up.
Let me see if I can find. That sounds. But do you remember where you found that 120?
It was just a random website. I think there's like a tag you can put in on Discord, but it's gonna give you 100 hours, I think, as a completionist. But I looked elsewhere and I saw like more than one spot say 121 hours. Let me see. Play no.
Oh, there's a website called GameLength.com saying 121. Oh, that is some. You'd be right there.
Yeah, they're a fairly reliable source, to be honest.
It's just the reason why it takes so long to be a completionist is because you have to play the game at least 3 times in order to complete the game. It's impossible not to play it more than 3 times. No.
On howlongtobeat.com, the leisure time for the main story 104 hours, but the average time is 48 hours.
Yeah, but that's not a completionist.
Okay, main story. Well, what are you calling?
All the trophies and all items. And there's no way you have to play that game 3 times in order to be a completionist. It's impossible. Because you have different endings, and so you have to choose different ending every time.
Okay.
Rifles ready.
I think I like strategy games and I like Dark Souls type games, Witcher 3 type games too probably. But I used to like fighting games, but I found fighting games to be kind of boring. I tried getting back into them.
What do you think about battle royales?
What you mean, like as a game component? Because it's kind of vague. That's in almost all multiplayer games.